Hello everyone, I'm Steve Scalpone and I'm here to present an update on Flang, the LLVM Fortran compiler. I'm the Director of Engineering of the High Performance Computing team at NVIDIA. My work on Flang is supported by NVIDIA, the NNSA Labs, and the Department of Energy Exascale Computing Project. But Flang is supported by many people, individuals and organizations all working together to make Flang a great project. This talk isn't about the code. Instead, I'm going to highlight the many different activities that we have happening right now. Flang was accepted as an LLVM subproject over a year ago, but it was only last spring that the code made its leap into the monorepo. The whole Flang project was pushed in one fell swoop. ARM led the effort to prepare the code for uploading, along with the LLVM GitHub admins, and it all went very smoothly. The initial code push was over 100K lines, and according to GitHub Insights, 2 of the Flang developers were thrust into the top 100 contributors all-time to LLVM. The code base is still growing. Right now, there's about 160,000 lines of code. Once Flang's code was uploaded into the monorepo, things got a lot more real for everybody. A lot more people were paying attention, and a lot of people wanted to contribute in different ways. One of the projects leading up to the push was refactoring the CMake files, which we needed to get into the monorepo. The CMake files are still evolving to be more like other projects. Yet, those people doing the work have preserved some of the unique characteristics of the Flang project CMake files, such as out-of-tree builds and a desire to treat warnings as errors. The original testing infrastructure for Flang was C-tests, but now it's all been converted to lit, which required many tests to be modified. And to make sure everything keeps building, several build bots have been created, including a build bot for out-of-tree builds. Because Flang is not yet part of the default build, most developers don't check their changes against a Flang build, so the new build bots go a long way to keeping the project green. Like I said, being an LLVM project involves a lot more people and a lot more activity. To keep up, the scale of communications had to improve too. The number of people contributing to this effort, from LLVM admins who set up Fabricator and the mailing lists, to the volunteers who added support for generating web pages and docs to the files. And the Flang biweekly meetings continue to grow. The project meeting and a technical meeting alternate every Wednesday. Details about these meetings and their schedules and call-in numbers can be found in the Flang Dev mailing list. There's a number of related projects that kicked off when Flang became part of the monorepo too. I'm going to talk about a few of them. OpenACC and OpenMP are directives that are available in C++ and Fortran. They help take advantage of concurrency on multi-core and GPU-accelerated systems. Flang uses MLIR as its IR, so new MLIR dialects were created for OpenMP and OpenACC. For OpenACC, work is ongoing to implement the semantics, lowering, and code generation to LLVM. For OpenMP, implementation of many of the directives can be described independently of C++ or Fortran. So the OpenMP IR Builder project was started to take advantage of these similarities. It's creating a shared infrastructure for implementing OpenMP for C++ and Fortran. Alias analysis in LLVM is very important for Fortran, especially for loop optimizations. Loops are very important in Fortran applications. In Fortran, by definition, is different from C or C++ because in Fortran, most objects do not alias, which puts a lot of stress on the current alias analysis infrastructure. There's a team that meets regularly to discuss how to scale the alias analysis infrastructure to meet the new demands brought on by Fortran. And that's the news. You can find the source code on GitHub in the monorepo. Information about the meetings and the mailing list can be found on the Flang Dev mailing list in the sync notes that are published for the bi-weekly project meeting, and they're posted every 2 weeks. Please, you're invited to join our roundtable this week and check out our project anytime. Thank you very much.